Professor Sam's Lab. Once upon a time, in the curious town of Discoverville, lived a brilliant scientist named Professor Sam. Professor Sam had wild, curly hair, twinkling blue eyes, and a white lab coat that was always speckled with colorful stains from his experiments. He loved exploring the wonders of science and teaching children about the amazing world around them. Every morning, Professor Sam would wake up early, put on his lab coat, and head to his lab. His lab was a magical place filled with beakers, test tubes, and all sorts of scientific gadgets. The walls were covered with posters of planets, animals, and exciting scientific facts. Professor Sam loved his lab and the endless possibilities it held. One sunny morning, Professor Sam received a letter from the mayor of Discoverville. "Dear Professor Sam, a group of children from the nearby town of Learnville wants to visit your lab and learn about science. Can you give them a special tour?" Professor Sam's eyes lit up with excitement. "I'd be delighted to. I'll prepare some fun experiments and activities for them," he said. When the day arrived, a group of excited children gathered at the entrance to Professor Sam's lab. They were greeted by Professor Sam, who had a big smile on his face. "Welcome to my lab, everyone. I'm Professor Sam, and today we're going to explore the wonderful world of science together." The children's eyes widened with excitement. "We love science," they cheered. Professor Sam led the children into the lab, where he had set up various stations with different experiments. "Let's start with a simple but magical experiment," he said, guiding the children to a table covered with baking soda, vinegar, and food coloring. "This is called a volcano experiment," Professor Sam explained. "We're going to create a mini volcano eruption." He placed some baking soda in a small volcano model and added a few drops of food coloring. "Now, when we pour vinegar over the baking soda, it will create a fizzy reaction that looks like lava." The children watched in awe as Professor Sam poured the vinegar, causing the mixture to bubble and fizz, creating colorful lava that flowed out of the volcano. "Wow!" exclaimed a boy named Max. "That's amazing. Science is full of amazing things," Professor Sam said with a wink. "Now, let's move on to our next experiment." At the next station, Professor Sam had set up a simple circuit with a battery, wires, and a small light bulb. "This is an electricity experiment," he explained. "We're going to learn how to light up a bulb using a battery." He showed the children how to connect the wires to the battery and the bulb. When the circuit was complete, the bulb lit up, and the children cheered. "Look, it works," said a girl named Emma. "Electricity is what powers many things in our world, from lights to computers," Professor Sam said. "Understanding how it works helps us create new inventions." Next, Professor Sam took the children to a table with magnifying glasses and a collection of leaves, rocks, and insects. "This is our nature station," he said. "We're going to explore the tiny details of the world around us." The children eagerly picked up the magnifying glasses and examined the items. They marveled at the intricate patterns on the leaves, the textures of the rocks, and the tiny legs of the insects. "It's like a whole new world up close," said a boy named Jack. "Exactly," Professor Sam replied. "Science helps us see and understand things we might not notice otherwise." After exploring the nature station, Professor Sam gathered the children around for a special experiment. "Now, we're going to make our own slime," he said, handing out bowls and spoons. The children giggled with excitement as they mixed glue, water, and borax solution. They added food coloring and glitter to their mixtures, creating colorful, sparkly slime. "This is so much fun," said a girl named Lily. "Science can be fun and messy," Professor Sam said with a laugh. "And it helps us learn about different materials and how they react." As the day went on, Professor Sam continued to lead the children through various experiments, each one more exciting than the last. The children learned about the properties of water, the power of magnets, and even how to make a simple rocket using baking soda and vinegar. Before they knew it, the day was coming to an end. Professor Sam gathered the children around one last time. "I hope you all had a great time exploring science today," he said. "Remember, science is all about being curious, asking questions, and discovering new things." "Thank you, Professor Sam," the children said. "We had so much fun." Professor Sam smiled warmly. "I'm glad you enjoyed it. Keep exploring and learning, and who knows? Maybe one day, you'll make amazing discoveries of your own." As the children left the lab, each one holding a small bag of their slime and a newfound excitement for science, Professor Sam felt a deep sense of joy and fulfillment. He loved sharing his passion for science and seeing the wonder in the children's eyes. That evening, as Professor Sam tidied up his lab, he thought about all the incredible things they had explored together. He knew that science had the power to inspire, teach, and bring joy to everyone who embraced it. Before going to bed, Professor Sam looked out his window at the starry sky and whispered, "Science is a wonderful adventure. I'm so grateful to share it with others." Moral of the story *. Science is about curiosity, exploration, and discovery. It helps us understand the world around us and inspires us to ask questions and learn new things. Sharing the joy of science can inspire others and create a lifelong love of learning. And so, Professor Sam continued to explore, experiment, and share his love of science with the children of Discoverville, always ready for the next great discovery. He knew that with every experiment and every question, they were all embarking on a wonderful adventure together.